I'm Mo Banki. I am in practice in Providence, Rhode Island, and I'm obviously a board-certified cosmetic surgeon through American Board of Cosmetic Surgery. I've been involved with both organizations for a good number of years. By training, I'm an oral maxillofacial surgeon, and I was in private practice for about 6 years, at which point I decided to pursue cosmetic surgery training, and I looked at different options, and Dr. Nuveen had graduated from my alma mater, which is UConn, and so I reached out to him and applied for the fellowship. I got in, and it's located out of Oklahoma City. It's extremely busy practice, face, but mostly body and breast. And so a typical day would entail waking up in the morning, going to the surgery center, operating all day. On a couple of days out of the week, we would operate primarily, and the other 2 days we would see patients in the afternoon, but still operate in the morning. So, within the realm of a year, I think I did 1,200 cases, which is incredible in the scheme of how many cases you do when you are in residency and how long it takes to achieve that number. So it was a very busy practice, and the idea is that you do it as an apprenticeship, in effect. You are one-on-one with someone who is skilled and able, which is your fellowship director, and you do hands-on from day one, and obviously commensurate to the degree of abilities that you have. Eventually, as months go by within that 12-month period, you're given more responsibilities and more things to do. But I couldn't have been happier when I was going through the fellowship, and it was just a great experience. I was an oral maxillofacial surgeon, and I still am, obviously, but as I was contemplating the realm of procedures that I perform, some of it was in the orthognathic or reconstructive realm, and invariably I felt that if I have the background information and knowledge to perform the cosmetic surgery, I can perhaps perform those and complement them with cosmetic type of operations. So that was the sort of impetus that got me to decide to follow through. And again, I knew of Dr. Nuveen. I knew he was practicing in Oklahoma City, and obviously I sought it out, and one thing led to another, and then I had to solidify my decision. Given that I was in private practice, I had to decide whether or not I want to take a year off, which is a big commitment, and I felt that I wanted to, and I did, and the rest is history. Well, the American Academy of Cosmetic Surgery is the educational arm of our organizations, and invariably it serves in a couple of capacities. One is that provides clinics or the annual meeting, at which point you either can present your findings and your skills and abilities that you've gained over the year or two or many years. Additionally, you have the opportunity to observe by virtue of attending some of these conferences. But the other aspect of it is the camaraderie that this organization, the members of this organization have, which is in effect unlike anything else I've seen. It's a small group of people. Everyone pretty much knows everyone. Either this one's been fellows with somebody else or is a friend or colleague. So invariably, people are very forthcoming and sharing knowledge and allowing you to ask questions, or occasionally, or on more than occasion, you can go to their offices and observe them provide procedures and do stuff that you may not be familiar with, but allows you to witness that and hopefully gain some insight. Cosmetic surgery is going to continue to evolve and increase in numbers. There's no question that all data coming out, the market value and share of the market pertaining to operations performed, it just increases by a factor of billions every year. So the idea is that there will be demand for it. Social media plays a great role as people look at other faces and bodies and want to sort of be like them. Additionally to that, the technology evolves and develops, that people come up with new systems and technologies that will allow certain things that were not possible in the past to be done. Like skin tightening is one. We have to some extent achieved that, but there's no one system that's perfect. So, just like neurotoxins and facial volumizers or fillers, which many years ago we never anticipated for them to be around, and now they've revolutionized the performance of cosmetic surgery. I think there's more and more of those things are going to be available, and all in all, it's going to be a very exciting time, and hopefully next decade or two. The one particular one is a gentleman who had rhinophyma. Rhinophyma is a hyperplastic or increased growth of tissues that are usually sebaceous in nature and leads to significant deformity of the nose, or it could involve other parts of the face, but the degree of deformity is pretty grotesque to a point that these individuals don't leave the house. I mean, nose just grows and achieves features that are just unfathomable if you're not familiar with that. And this gentleman was a veteran of United States Army, and he wanted to have this procedure done, but nobody was available with the skill and expertise. I feel like once you know how to do it, it's not that complex, but he had no way of having this done, and he sought help from me, and I performed that, and the results were immediately apparent. It just needed a few weeks for it to sort of re-epithelialize, which is basically skin to grow over, and that stands out because it's not truly a therapeutic. Person can live with that for the most part, but it's more of a cosmetic realm. But to me, that was pretty dramatic, and I was just very, very happy and pleased. And to this date, I keep an eye to make sure the process doesn't recur, and he's doing well.